them people that say this, that, and the other, they'll never come and sit where you are and insult me. Never would. They never would come where you are and insult me. Because you know what? The time I'd end for them, and I'd be back doing on the murder charge. All them can keep where they are. Was never took a punch in the ear in their life. You know, I've had plenty of punches in the ear. And at the end of the day, if they want to say something to me and derogatize me, come and do it where we can say, okay, me and you here, let's step outside now and have a go. There'll be no messing about. Come on, we'll have a go now. I don't need any 12-week training camps for me. I'll have a go down today. You know what I'm saying? Well, here's messages for all them wankers. Stay where you are. Keep away from me and my family. You're not needed. Don't like you. Don't want to see you. I've only got time for nice people like over here.
Yeah. Oh, fucking twat.
What's good, everybody? Who we got in the house? Wizard Sleeve. Salute to you. Tyrone, salute me, good man. Hope you're well. Gary Tracy, salute to you. Hey, Loz and chat, hope you're well. Yeah, very well, thank you. John Jones, Loz, come back later. I've just brought the pay-per-view. Chavez versus Jake Small. Fucking hell. That's got to be a joke. I know you haven't. Hope you're all well anyway. On this Saturday evening. Sorry, it's a bit late tonight, but I didn't get back in time for fucking get here early. So, hope you're all well. Big Rick, Loz, did you see the highlights of Wilder? Yeah, I did. Trash. I'm going to talk about it now. Can you hear that fan in the background? I hope you can't. I've got my fan on because it's fucking red hot in here. Pure joke, Lon. If that fan's... If you can hear it, I'll switch it off. I've got to keep it on, it's red hot. Right, let's talk about it then. I saw it this afternoon. Dodgy stick always pays no multimillionaire nothing. Yeah. Don't blame you. Yeah, I watched it today, this afternoon. What can I say? Apart from he needs to pack it in. It was... I don't know how to explain it. It was a guy who's shot to smithereens, but it was also... I think the fight got made look worse than what it was because that guy who was fighting, that... What was his name? Is it Tyrell Herndson or Hodgson? He just didn't want to be there. You could tell quite clearly that he just didn't want to be there. Wilder was holding his fist in his face and then trying to hit him with the right hand, and it's very scrappy. He needs to pack it in. He looked terrible, and his legs are so thin, man. And his top half of his body doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. He's a big top half, and then he's got legs like matchsticks. Joe Starmer. Oh, triple knee salute to you. That's my king. He'll be right back. Tyrell the Bum. Herndon. Yeah, would beat anyone in that division. He was terrible. You can see, Tyrone, why he's ranked. He wasn't even in the top 250, was he? Something like that. Can any of you hear this, fan? Does someone put if you can or not? If you can't, I'll leave it on. Wilder versus John Fury. Fucking hell, yeah, that'd be a good one. Wilder's legs are toothpicks, and he puts all his stats into the upper bottom. Yeah, he does, yeah. Evening, big man. Wilder fight, bum or lose. Useless as usual. Evening, wizard. Yeah, for me, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was so scrappy. No fan noise, bro. All right, cheers, Big Rick. Oz Wilder still trying to get the AJ fight now. No chance. I can't even see Deontay Wilder getting another big fight again now. The fan is fine, mate. All right, cool, brilliant. I think AJ flattens him. He would. He would. He would. After that performance, he's really shot to smithereens, Wilder is. So slow. And then all them lot, yeah, he's back, he's back. No, he's not back. He was terrible. I tell you now, I always thought Derek Chisora, I've heard people say Derek Chisora should fight him, and I just think, no, he wouldn't. If you put Derek Chisora in with Wilder now, Chisora would flatten him within a few rounds, and that's a God's honest truth. And that's as slow and as thingy as Derek is. Derek would flatten Wilder, in my eyes. I think, like I say, I think he got made look even worse because that opponent was that negative. He was just looking to get out of there. He really didn't want to fight. Our old friends are saying he's still got it, and that AJ is. Oh, I know, Ty, they're crazy. How can you be deluded for 10 years, Tyrone? Excuse me, mate. That's the problem, Ty. If anyone or any channel can say that Deontay Wilder has still got it, you don't know your boxing. And I'm not saying I know my boxing. Deontay Wilder is finished. He's only making himself look even worse now. He only won that fight because that guy was that scared to get it. I think Dave Allen would beat him. As soon as someone who put it on him who could throw punches and move, he'd be fucked. He's got no movement. His feet are so... He drags his feet across the floor. He's got no hip movement, no head movement. It's all just the same old, same old. Jab, 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 right hand. Jab, 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 right hand. Or holding that right hand in the face and then going, look how many times he threw it and he missed, and he was hitting the guy on the back of the head, and it got that boring that I fast forwarded through till the end. Don't forget Wilder botched the AJ fight deal twice, yeah? Nah, Chisora would wreck him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wilder pick it up or fight White, yeah? Pack it in, yeah, pack it up or fight White. I don't even know if I'd want to see that. But Deontay Wilder's finished, mate. Completely finished. He is back to fighting total bums. Yeah. Time White fight Wilder. Every time Wilder looks bad, Fury wins look even worse. Good point. What is that spin move Wilder does, at least when he throws the left up? Yeah, I don't know. It was a dead scrappy fight. It was like wrestling. It was that scrappy. That's the worst I've ever seen Deontay Wilder fight, and that's God's honest truth. That's the worst I've ever seen him fight. Honestly, I don't know what else I can say about it. It was like I say, it was that boring. I turned it off. I fast forwarded till the end. Jake Paul versus Wilder. Yeah, I think even a journeyman could beat Wilder. Yeah, I was waiting for him to do that. I was talking to him. Loz, does Joe Joyce beat Wilder too? I think he would. I don't know because it's hard for me to make an assessment off that because that guy made the fight look even worse. Just my opinion. To give Wilder a bit of credit, the guy made the fight look worse because he was just rolling around and trying hold and ducking all the time and keeping his head down. I mean, how many times did the ref warn him, keep your freaking head up? He just didn't want to be there, did he? So it was looking even worse than what it was because it ended up being scrappy. Jake Paul could whoop Wilder. I think Derek Chisora would flatten him because at least Derek can move a little bit. Excuse me. Wilder maybe needs to pay child support. But for me, no, he's finished for me. He really is. I thought it was just a poor fight. It was a poor fight of someone trying to hold on to something what he hasn't got anymore. And sometimes fighters can make themselves look even worse than what they are. Londoners, salute to me, good man. He's put, yo, Loz and chat. Wilder looked absolutely awful last night. Fury wins over him are aging like a carton of milk left on the radiator. Yeah, at that point, I seriously think Dylan White completely washes him. I would agree with that. Deontay Wilder has never been the same since that second Tyson Fury fight. He's never been the same. He's just gone down and down and downhill even more and more. And last night was the worst I've ever seen him. Tate Gay Jones is double dipping, being the bag carrier for both Wilder's camp and the Norman camp. Yeah. How does he carry for him? Right, I want to talk about them as well. Let's talk about that. So, just to finish off, for me, Wilder needs to just call it a day now and just pack it in and just move on. Go and do something different. 2 bites of the cherry, yeah. Pissy. So, yeah, wasn't for me. Let me just switch this light on a minute. Fuck's that up? That's better. Okay, I was top sticking to me, man. Right, let's get into it then. Right, I've seen this. This clown, Devin Haney, calling out Brian Norman Jr. I'm on the job looking for this tough guy named Brian Norman Jr. If you see him or his dad, tell him that Devin is looking for him. When I seen this on his Twitter, I was laughing me fucking bollocks off. Do you honestly think I watched an interview with Brian Norman Jr. yesterday? I tell you what, mate, he'd wipe the floor with. I don't know about you, but Pillow Fist wouldn't do anything to him. He scored a stunning knockout. Devin Haney, mate, you're not looking for someone like him. And if you are, after you stunk the place out with your last fight, all that running what you did against Jose Ramirez, Brian Norman Jr. would fuck you up. What do you lot think? Devin ain't doing anything apart from winning a fight on points. Yeah, he sounds me horrible criticising Devin Haney all the time, but he's just for me he's just not that good. He's just not that good. And when I seen him fight Jose Ramirez, he's like London has said, he stunk the place out with all the running what he did. And then he's going around saying that he wants Brian Norman Jr. Tell you what, man, Brian Norman Jr. would fuck him up. He'd fuck him up. He'd get knocked out, Pillar Fist Haney would. He'd be doing breakdance on the floor again like he did against... But it's Bill Haney, though. I haven't got a problem with Devin Haney. It's Bill Haney who I don't like. Because that guy is a complete tosser and spouting his big mouth all the time about Devin Haney this, Devin Haney that, Devin Haney this, Devin Haney's that. We want all the smoke. Saying Teofimo Lopez ducked him. Yeah, whatever. Devin, oh yeah, it's Devin and his dad that make him unlikable. He is, excuse me, because he's got the attitude now from his dad. He will face down ass up again. Yeah, he would. I tell you what, man, that's one kid he don't want fuck around with. That Brian Norman Jr. Or Hitchens. Hitchens would fuck him up as well. LDB Splinters over it again. Drew Titan and 78 interview Brian Norman, but subscribe to Haney. A religious, pretty sure they will stop and root out everyone who's against the god Devi. Ty, you know that, man. Oh, so they've interviewed Brian Norman, have they now? So they'll be hanging out at the back of Brian Norman Jr. now and throw Devon Haney under the bus. He's just, for me, he's a good fighter. I can't, got to give the kid his accolades, what he did. But for me, he doesn't beat Teofimo Lopez. He doesn't beat Brian Norman Jr. And he doesn't beat Hitchens. And who's the other guy who's got the belt? Or Boots. Well, Boots is a division up, isn't he? But I don't think he beats Conor Benn. I've said that before. I want to see Conor Benn fight him. I want to see that fight. I think that's a good fight, man. Conor Benn, Haney. Carl Frampton is the greatest of all time. Yeah, we'll get to them in a minute. Yeah, they are cool with Norman for now, but they will push out Norman and his supporters to keep loyal to Dev. They do that all the time. Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. What the fuck's going on here now with my computer? Please wait a while whilst we read. Fucking chat's lost. One sec, chat. Yeah, there you go. That's better. It just lost it for some reason. Brian Norman would legit send bitch boy Devon to space. Yeah, Devon's dad is literally taking him, talking him, sending him in the shadow. Yeah. Why would anyone agree to do an interview with the LDBC? Makes you look dumb. Yep. Carl Frampton is the greatest of all time. Yeah, they are. Oh, right, I've read all that. I just missed some. James Jameson, salute to you, me good man. He's put hello, big loss. Hello to you, mate. I hope you're well. Frampton is the GOAT. Did you see Flamingo Legs? He was awful. Flamingo Legs. Yeah, we were just on about him. He was. I don't like ripping Wilder because I actually got a soft spot for Wilder. But he just needs to pack it in, man. It was dreadful. It was terrible. It was terrible. Flamingo Legs. He looked awful last night because he was even bigger. Was he 225 last night? I'm sure it said he was 225. I can't stop, man. I'm going to have to send this back. Fucking dead tight. Can't breathe. Carl Frampton would lace up Barry McGuigan. Couldn't lace up Barry McGuigan's boots. Yeah. Wilder shags his brother's girl. Yeah, he did, yeah. So, quickly, back to Devon Haney. I want to see him fight Ben, me. Devon Haney, for me, seems another one of them all mouth, no action. Because he's going around saying that Teofimo ducked him because Turkey threw Teofimo Lopez off his list, aren't he, now? So they're saying that they can't make that fight with Lopez because Turkey fucked him off, so therefore he ducked him. No, it's just because Teofimo Lopez is a bell end outside of the ring and he can't keep his mouth shut. But Lopez would annihilate Devon Haney. He would absolutely annihilate him if they ever fought. Around 225 drain pipe for legs, though. Yeah, it was terrible. His legs looked even awful. I think because he had them stupid tights on as well. Paul Hotsko used to batter Barry McGuigan. That's why he retired. I remember Hotsko Hopkinson. Yeah, he was a Scouser, wasn't he, John? Yeah, he won the What? I know he won a WBC title, didn't he? I can't remember what weight. I know he was like right down there. Good fighter, Hotsko. I remember when he won that belt. remember watching the fight when I was a kid. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was Scouser. Tough lad, Ops. Cool. Right. What else? Oh, did any of you watch this last week? Let's talk quickly about this. Gafal, what is it? Yal Gafal, what? I can't say it. Gafal Yai or whatever. You know what I mean. He got battered, man. That little Mexican, that fucking Rodriguez, what was he called? Ramirez. He was fucking, was it Ramirez? What was his name? Francesco Ramirez, I'm sure it was, wasn't it? Or something? Oh, I can't remember. But what a fight that was. Did any of you see? Gal, you're fine. I think I'm saying his name right. He got beat up, man. He only won one round, I give him. He got absolutely beat up. That was a tough fight, a dirty fight, a lot of clash of heads. But that was a cracking fight, man. That little Mexican dude, what a tough son of a gun he was. And apparently he had 6 losses. But that was a cracking fight, that was. Excuse me. My fucking live chat keeps freezing. No, it's not. It's all right now. Did any of you watch that fight last week? It was on DAZN. It's a good fight, man. Good fight. What else is to talk about? Right, let's talk about this then. Is Wilder pregnant yet? Let's talk about this. This is some bullshit, man. Joseph Parker versus Dillian White. Missed that one. Yeah, it was a good fight, James. Cracking fight. Fair play to Gal Yafai. I can't say his name properly. Ramirez. Yeah, he's fighting. Yeah, Ramirez is fighting tonight. Yeah. I'm not paying for that, though. I'm not paying for that Jake Paul shit. I wouldn't mind see the Ramirez fight. But I'm not paying for that. Fucking pay-per-view for that. Joseph Parker. Let me read this to you, though, what I seen the other week. We've all been there. You tune in to see a world champion defend their belts, only to find out there are 3 others in the same weight class. Undisputed doesn't feel undisputed anymore, and the mandatory challenges has become a phase that you might as well mean good luck at getting your shot in the next few years. That's so true, that is, man. This poor kid's being frozen out, and I know I keep banging on about it, but this come up. Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker. Fucking Dad's Army. Who the hell? That fight doesn't not pay-per-view. I meant the Moses fight. It doesn't make sense to me. How do you fight Wilder, Zhang, Coley, and then you go back and you're fighting Derek Chisora when you flogged him 4 years ago? It doesn't make sense to me. I did a video, and it's still up after that second fight. I said, I don't ever want to see Derek Chisora in a ring ever again. I don't want to see it. And that was 4 years ago. And he's fighting him again. Now, I can understand about keeping yourself busy and shit like that. But Derek Chisora. And then you've got Bacon here saying that, yeah, this is good for Derek because it's good for Joe Parker because Derek's got number one spot at the IBF. And what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. One of Eddie Hearn's hype jobs gets his arse handed to him by another random Mexican, just a matchroom weight. Yeah. John's put, dodgy stick, Loz, I'll buy you one because you're great on YouTube, mate. Nah, you're alright, mate. I have got a dodgy stick. I just got rid of it because, to be fair, I've got that many I've had it about 5 years, and it's got that much. I've never deleted it every time it's been updated, and it went dead slow and that. So I never bothered with it after a while. And plus, I've got DAZN, and a lot of the boxing's on DAZN. Frank Warren, yeah, Frank Warren, exactly. Sugar Josie Parker should drop Fish Eyes, sue him for. I totally agree, James Jameson. I totally agree. He needs to get away from Bricktop. He needs to get. Fucking hell, just froze. Fish Eyes is an absolute disgrace. Yes, he is. The fight I want to see is Purple Aki versus Fish Eyes Warren. Parker should hire Terry Marsh to wind Fish Eyes up. Yeah. Excuse me. It's a horrible fight. Yes, it is. Black Star, salute to you, my good brother. Hope you're well, pal. Thanks for coming through. But salute, fam. Salute to you, my good man. Hope you're well, Black. The way they pulled the rug from under Parker's feet with the bums pulled out that last minute and getting him to reheat his dinner with Chisora is an absolute disgrace. Fish Eyes truly doing the dirty. Right, Londoner. That's what I'm saying, right? He did the same shit with Fury, didn't he? Can you remember when he fought Fury this last time? He said that Derek Chisora was the only available, the only credible opponent for Tyson Fury to fight at that time. And I was like, what? Are you having a fucking draft? Are you having a draft? He's the only credible opponent. And then he fights Derek, and then he fights Ngannou. But he's doing the same shit now with Parker. Pushing Derek Chisora, a man who he flogged twice 4 years ago. And now he's going to fight him again. That's some bullshit, that is. I'm boycotting that fight. I ain't watching that crap. JJ. I would pay to watch Terry Marsh versus Frank Warren. Yeah. Alpha player, salute to you, bro. He's put one of YouTube's boxing OGs. Loz Dawson. Dawson. Salute to you, my good man. Thanks, Elf. Thanks for coming through. Tavara, salute to you, mate. He's put, oh yeah, Loz, what's good? They're not hitting the like button. Oh, cheers. Smash the like button, yeah, please. I think YouTube might be fucking around with my channel. I don't know, because it does seem like a lot of my videos aren't getting out. I don't know. But if you can smash the like channel, it'd be much appreciated, because it does help the channel get recognised. Thanks, Tavara. Appreciate you, my good man. And you, Alpha player. Salute to you, bro. Facts. I was talking to Wizard. Moses and Tomer's pay-per-view, don't forget. Yes, I'm coming back to that. But for me, oh, sweet L, nice one, bro. So for me, this is just pure bullshit, man. It's them old guard again, hanging around like bad smells. Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Dillian White, Joe Joyce. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that you have to agree with me. I want them gone. I want them gone. They're holding up the division. They're all pretty much shot to smithereens. A lot of them are. I just want them gone. I want Derek Chisora gone. I want Dillian White gone, because I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just sick of seeing. I don't want to see frigging fights like that. A fight what I saw 4 years ago, and he's fighting him again for the third time, and he flogged him. First one was close. Second time he got flogged, and he's fighting him again. I don't want to see that shit. Moses, I've not seen you before. Peace from Israel. Peace to you. Hope you're well. I'll give you a wrench. I'll give everyone a wrench anyway. Whether you come back or not, it's up to you. But salute to you. Hope you're well. one sec. Let's give you a wrench. Thanks. Peace from Israel. Oh, salute to you. Sugar Joseph deserves better. He does, James. He does. But I read these comments and that, and people are like, what's Parker done? What's Parker done? What do you mean, what has he done? He's done more than a lot of people. Moses likes him so far. Hope he's the real deal. We need to in the heavyweight. Yeah, I agree, Black. I agree, but yeah, I agree. There's nothing wrong with the kid. I like the kid. It's just them clowns I don't like. Who just keep blowing him up to be the next Mike Tyson when he's nothing like Mike Tyson. Don't even fight like Mike Tyson. But I'm going to come to them in a minute. But just quickly to wrap this up, Joe Parker's been shafted, man. And I don't care what anyone says. Joseph Parker fighting fucking Derek, I stink the place out, Chisora, Mr. 2% battery. Mr. 2% battery. And I'm sorry, but I want Derek Chisora gone. I want him gone. He's really bugging me. I want him gone. Because he's just stinking out the place. I don't want to see these unnecessary fights. I don't want to see them. And I don't think, like you said, he's been treated awful. Stitched up. Bricktop's got no plans of ever giving Parker a thingy, a shot. Or Caballel. Ajit Caballel set for a German homecoming in autumn. Who's he going to be? Fucking Joe Joyce. Fuck me. Joe Joyce or fucking Dillian White. That's what it'll be, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking crazy. Loz, what is your favourite fight you have watched this year so far? That's a good question. Fucking hell. Favourite fight this year so far? I don't know. There's not been any Riyadh cards. Was the Virgil Ortiz Madrimov? Was that this year or was that last year? If it was, then that card, two fights on there, what were my favourite fights? I would say that's if it's this year. I can't remember. I'm going to see now. And that was the Callum Smith Joshua Buatsi fight. I thought that was a brilliant fight. Excuse me. And the Israel Madrimov versus Virgil Ortiz. I thought that was a class fight. Moses, I've read that. I totally agree, but not Elboy. Yeah, hi Loz. God, didn't Wilder look shite? This shit, he's finished. Yeah, he did. He looked awful. He looked awful, man. He needs to pack it in. He's harming his career even more. He just needs to pack it in. He's finished. He's finished. A lot of these old guards are, but they keep fighting, and then they'll just be remembered for the losing or something. Just you don't need the money. Wilder doesn't need the money. Just call it a day. It was just terrible. I think that guy, though, like I said, Dave, I think that guy made the fight look even worse because he was just that negative. He just didn't want to fight, and he was ducking and holding on and running, and it was terrible. Oh yeah, I read that. Frank Warren is causing this. Yes, he is. Triple knee bottle job. Hope Usyk knocks him out into space. Yeah, I've just gone off all of them, and it's a lot of it is Bricktop. I mean, right. Let's get into this then. Let me just read the comments, and we'll get into it. Chizzy versus Wilder. Yeah, good fight. I think Chisora would beat Wilder. Maybe then we will pair up against Chisora. I need the money. Yeah. Dubois versus Chisora should mention Bricktop as protecting his fighters. Yeah, of course he is, my man. You know that. I saw a stat that the other day that Chisora is the only fighter ever to be involved in 2 trilogies where the fighters have lost the first and second time. What the fuck is going on? Quality. Sick note, Daniel. Sick note, Daniel. Mentally weak. Yeah, what a great name. Sick note. Bruce Gas, salute to you, OG. Hope you well. Thanks for popping in. Fucking pisser. That's quality. That's sick note. Gotta be Eubank and Ben fight. Yes. Forgot about that, mate. That was a cracking fight. Yes. Fuck Eubank won't against Conor Egg. Yeah. I had Bricktop. I heard Bricktop nearly as much. I hate, Bricktop nearly as much as Terry Marsh. Once Daniel and Moses get beat, Bricktop will be done for. Yeah. I'm hoping. I know it sounds nasty. Fucking hairs up my nose. I'm hoping that Usyk beats him. I am, because if Bricktop gets hold of Undisputed, oh my God, we're fucked. We're shafted. We ain't gonna see them belts, mate. He'll hijack them. He's a clever old get. Excuse me, he's a clever old fox, Bricktop, but yeah. Right, let's get into it then. These fucking Muppets, man, again the other day. These Muppets again banging out these 2000 propaganda fucking Moses Ntuma, the next Mike Tyson again. They must do. Someone even put in the comments, it made me laugh. No, I'm Bruce, not a chance. No chance, brother. I wouldn't mind see the Zardo fight, but I'm not paying for that shit. Usyk by knockout, hopefully, so the judges don't screw Usyk over and won't worry Dubois might foul his way to his way. Yeah, Bricktop needs the public awful fights. Yeah, right. Let's talk about this then, because the propaganda is just getting out of control with this Moses Ntuma for me. Everyone's shit scared of him now because this propaganda machine what's flying out. Someone even put in the comment section the other day, fuck me, TalkSport should just have their own show for Moses Ntuma, because that's all they talk about. But this clown, Fragile Carl Frampton, on the end there, Bacon Ears on the end, Spencer Oliver, and fucking Simone Jordan pumping out this propaganda again that Moses Ntuma is the next Mike Tyson. Carl Frampton, he's got faster hands than Mike Tyson, better movement than Mike Tyson, moves faster than Mike Tyson. Right, here's my challenge to anyone. And if anyone can prove me wrong, I stand on here now on my son's life. I will get your bank details off you and I will transfer 200 quid to you. Somebody find me. Here's a challenge for you. Somebody find me a clip of Moses Ntuma shadowboxing on the bag, sparring, speedball, any kind of training, even just moving, where you can show me that guy moves faster than Mike Tyson, because you go online and there's shitloads of videos of Mike Tyson shadowboxing, moving, on the pads with Kevin Rooney, other trainers. And here's my challenge to you, Carl Frampton. You find me a video and I'll give you 200 quid. Because I shit you not, I spent 2 days looking all over. I went over his Instagram, I went over his Twitter, I went over Facebook, I went online, and I couldn't find one video what showed me any movement of Moses and Toma even being the slightest little bit quicker than Mike Tyson. But you go on Instagram or YouTube, there's shitloads of videos. I put one on the other day. Mike Tyson doing a bit of shadow boxing. So for where Carl Frampton comes up with this, Moses and Tuma has got faster hand speed and faster movement than Mike Tyson. It's just beggars belief. Just beggars belief. Shit, where have I gone? Was you are... Oh, read that. Did Mike Tyson have 15 fights in the first year as a pro? He earned the shot, yeah. Bruce Gaspy's always talking to Bruce. Salute, Rick. Frampton should be ashamed as a boxer. It's crazy, though. It's fucking crazy. I spoke to Outlaw about this. I said to Outlaw, where did he even get this resemblance of Moses and Tuma as Mike Tyson? He looks nothing like him. He's a completely different size to Mike Tyson. He doesn't move like Mike Tyson. He hasn't got faster hands. There's nothing about Moses and Toma what even slightly in my eyes resembles one little bit of Mike Tyson. So why do they keep saying he's the next Mike Tyson? He moves like Mike Tyson. He's going to beat Mike Tyson's record. And then they pump this propaganda out there for the fans and the casuals to take. This is what I try to say on the videos. And then he fights pay-per-view. He fights pay-per-view against Dillian White. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? What has this kid done to become a pay-per-view fighter? He's beat Marius Watkins, which is his best win. And now he's a pay-per-view star because that's what we know what Frank does. He gets these younger heavyweights. He pays TalkSports to pump out all this propaganda about them. Next thing, they're a number one pay-per-view star. I get it. I get it about making money and marketing your fighter. But this isn't marketing your fighter. This is pure ripping off the fans. This is pure ripping off the fans. Dillian White is shot to smithereens. It's going to be a young kid beating down on an old fighter. And that's not pay-per-view. That's not pay-per-view. I'm sorry, it's not. TalkSport is it is unbearable, yeah. Frampton shat it when Big John put it on him, yeah. That's why I call him Fragile Carl Frampton. Because ever since then, he hasn't got a mind of his own. He just says what everyone else says. He daren't say anything else now. And I think it's since John Fury put the wind up him. It's just to get a 58-year-old Tyson. It's just to get the 58-year-old Tyson video. They don't count, lol. Yeah. Mike was blazing fast. Exactly, Black. Exactly. One of the fastest, if not the fastest heavyweight I've ever seen, Mike Tyson. He had, for me, I'm 49 years old this year, and I've been into boxing since I was about 8 years old, and I've never, ever seen, I'm not saying there hasn't been faster heavyweights than Tyson, I'm not saying that, or fighters with faster hand speed. All I'm saying, for me, I've never seen a heavyweight fighter, not champion, a heavyweight boxer. I've never seen a heavyweight boxer with faster hand speed and faster movement, the peekaboo style, I think they called it, didn't they? I've just never seen anyone faster than Mike Tyson with hand speed. So Moses and Toma, to me, he might have all right hands, but he's not got lightning fast hands like this Wally keeps saying. Tyson was a freak, but he was washed at 25. Yeah, he lost his best years when he went to jail, Tyson, I think. Frampton and TalkSport sucking up to the promoters. Exactly, James. London's put TalkSport are absolute clueless, just towing the company line, rimming other Queensbury fighters. Their boxing content is utter shite. You fucking bang on. What a great comment, man. He always leaves a good comment. Tavares put Frank forcing the public to it. Exactly. But I did that video and I lost 2 subscribers the other day. Is it because some people, I'm not saying I'm right, but is it because some people don't like the truth? Or some people might think, oh, because they've got a channel what's got fucking 200, 300,000 subscribers and I've got 3,000 subscribers, that therefore that makes them know more about boxing than me. To a casual it might do, but it doesn't to me, because I could go on there and maybe I'm being a bit cocky saying this, but this is how I believe. I could go on TalkSport and I could tear all 3 of them an arsehole between them. And I would put that challenge to them. I would say, all right, Carl Frampton, you're such an expert on boxing. Just because you're a boxer doesn't mean you're an expert. It's like you can be a great footballer. When you look at great footballers when they go into management, 90% of them are shit. They're clueless. But on the pitch, they were great players. But they're not good managers. Same with boxing. Just because you've been a boxer, it doesn't mean that you know more about boxing than somebody who wasn't a boxer. So I would go on TalkSport and I would put it to Carl Frampton. I would say, right, Carl Frampton, you show me any indication, or you show me where Moses Ntoma has got faster hands than Mike Tyson. Because I tell you now, I've got at least 3 clips what I got off YouTube where I can play them to you and completely shut this conversation down. Tyson head movement was off the charts. Exactly, it was. And Tuma picks this, and I hope it backfires. Now, you see, I hope it doesn't, because for me, it's not that kid's fault. It's not Moses' fault. It's these fucking clowns' fault. These clowns for blowing the smoke up his arse. And when you're hearing, oh, he's the next coming of the Lennox Lewis, the next coming of the Mike Tyson, better than fucking Evander Holyfield. As a young kid, what? He's only 20. Do you know what I mean? So, as a young kid, he's a kid, isn't he? He's not even an adult, proper adult. He's a kid. What's he gonna think? Fucking hell! All these people are saying, "Oh, I'm the next man." He's gonna go to his head, isn't he? So therefore, that's why I hope that nothing does happen to him, because it's not Moses' fault. It's these fucking weapons blowing the smoke up his arse and putting the pressure on his head. Like Devin Haney with his dad. It's all the same shit. Devin Haney, his dad saying, no, he's this, he's this, he's this. It's gone to his head. Now look at Devin Haney. He thinks he's walking on he can walk on water. And then when he got knocked all over the show off Ryan Garcia, he's a crybaby. Yes, he's a drugs cheat. But he's still, for me, no matter whatever drugs he had, Ryan Garcia would still beat Devin Haney up in my eyes. That's just my view. It doesn't mean I'm right. But that just for me, that's how I look at it. But like I say, it doesn't mean I'm right. I could be talking absolute complete waffle. But some fighters just blow their own trumpet, and when, like Conor Benn thinking he's immortal, look at him after the Eubanks fight. It hurt him, man. It hurt him. But it didn't hurt him that much because he put up a very good fight. If Eubanks had starched him and knocked him out, he'd have been devastated. Because he was the same, blown up to be something what he's not. But I'll give Conor Benn credit. He showed me something what I didn't think he had in him. And he was a lot better than what I thought he was. I'm not saying that Moses is going to be shit. I'm not saying he very well might be the next Mike Tyson. Well, not in my eyes, but do you know what I mean? He could be a future world champion. But just let the kid box, man, and enjoy his boxing, and let him just take his time. Don't need these fucking idiots fucking ramming shit up his fucking nostrils all the time, up his arse. There's a reason they picked White. If there's a prime White, he would That's what I'm saying. It could be, yeah. Thierry Henry was a great footballer. He was the opposite exactly to Vara. That's what I'm saying, brother. That's exactly what I'm saying. Black Stars put facts laws. Hardcore boxing channels don't have the big sub numbers. They sub for a reason, real reason. They're not. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Black. But Moses picked this bum fight. Yeah, he probably did. Mike Tyson is an all-time hero. I have never seen someone in training videos with speedball or massive heavy bag like Mike did was us. That's what I'm saying, Dave. I go and have a look at Moses Ntoma's training videos on his Instagram. Go and have a look. There's not a patch on Mike Tyson's, man. Not a patch on Mike Tyson's. Tyson lay on his neck for fucking hours, rolling his head about, and he's got his full weight on his neck, rolling it left to right. And I don't know, man. It's just for me now. This I'll come to your thingy in 1 sec, London. Now, for me, what have you done? Sorry, I just clicked out onto YouTube. For me, now, this is not a pay-per-view fight. No way. But then when you look at the undercards, so you've got, I suppose it could be in a way, but I don't know, because if you look at it right, you've got Moses Ntoma, Dillian White. That's not a pay-per-view fight for me. I don't know. I quite like Nick Ball. I tell you what. Let me get rid of that banner a sec. Right, so you got Nick Ball versus Sam Goodwin. I don't know who that Sam Goodwin is. Anthony Kakazi, whatever, versus Ray Ford. That's a good fight. That's a very good fight. That's an exciting fight. But then, you've got David Adelaide versus Filip Ergovic. That's a good fight. And I don't know who the Japanese or Chinese guy with the bad mullet is, or the other dude. So really, for me, is it pay-per-view? The David Adelaide Filip Ergovic is a good fight. That's a cracking fight. The Ray Ford versus Anthony Kakazi, that's an excellent fight. Very much looking forward to that. Dillian White, Moses Ntoma is not a pay-per-view fight. Nick Ball versus Sam Goodwin. Nick Ball's quite exciting, but I don't know who that Sam Goodwin is. They did exactly the same thing with Joe Joyce when he was defending punches with his face, saying his jaw was made of concrete, and they put him in a busy fight with Zhang, and the rest is history. Spot on. And the best of it was as well, Londoner, he didn't even need to fight Zhang. So why did Bricktop put him in with Zhang, knowing that Zhang's got that one-punch power? He didn't need. He had the WBO interim belt. He didn't need to fight Zhang. He could have fought anyone. But he put him in with Zhang, just like he did with Amir Khan when he fought Braders Prescott. He was told. I remember reading an article in the paper about that. Bricktop was told about this guy from Colombia who's a dangerous banger. He's unheard of, but he's knocking people out in his homeland like fucking eating sweets. He's a dangerous, long, dangly guy with serious power. He was warned, don't put him in with Amir Khan, especially after Khan had been shown wobbly legs a few times. And then all of a sudden, what did Bricktop do? Put him in, and Khan got wiped out. Like Londoner says, the rest is history. Everything was downhill for Mike after the sacking of Rooney. Yes, it was. And Jim Jacobs and all them. The copyright, the Joshua Ruiz loss, that was the first. Oh, salute to you, Bright Star. The copyright, the Joshua Ruiz loss, that was the first pay-per-view against White, I think. All right. The Barrett should be a criminal. Right. Inoue is next for ball. Good mates is another Inoue's common opponents. What do you mean by that? Good mate. Mates is another Inoue. Right, okay. I think Inoue would annihilate Nick Ball. I like Nick Ball, but he's too predictable for me. He just comes forward. He's a good fighter, though. Don't get me wrong. Bang average card, not pay per view for me. So yeah, you could say that. I think for me the exciting fights for me. I've picked three. Well, if I'm honest, yeah, the two fights for me. What make this card for me is the Anthony Kakese versus Ray Ford. That will be a banging fight. That's the best fight on there for me. That and the Ergovic Adelaide. I think Ergovic beats Adelaide if I'm honest. And that Ray Ford versus Kakese, that could go either way. Because that Kakese's a great fighter, man. But so's Ray Ford. I really like Ray Ford. I think he's a class operator. Pringles, what's that? Pringles are stronger than Amir. God, shit. Fucking brilliant. So, yeah, maybe it's not pay-per-view then. But it just, all I'm trying to get to the point of is, right, you know now, right, now that that's pay-per-view, you can expect now every Moses and Tuma fight now to be pay-per-view. Because that's what they do. You'll have to look at Joshua and stuff like that, and Tyson Fury back on the Channel 5 days. They always get them to have. It's always round about 10 fights, isn't it? 10, 12 fights, and then it's pay-per-view. They did the same with Joshua. All his first 8, 9 fights were all free. Then all of a sudden he was pay-per-view. Yeah, he wasn't beating anyone who was pay-per-view. You know. And then he obviously did go on to, but Moses and Toma is the same, exactly the same. It's just another propaganda heavyweight, and he was just getting blown up to be. He might be it, but they're already punching above the weight with him. But it's like Big Rick said to me in my video, if he's still here. Big Rick said, "What happens if White beats him? What happens? It'll be very. I think Rick said it'll be interesting to hear what they say if Dillian White beats him. Will it be? Oh, he's too young. He wasn't ready. I don't know. But they need to just calm down with it. Yeah, I've read that. Is there anything else to talk about? What's that? Oh yeah, Devin Haney, you get waxed off him. I'm looking forward. Oh yeah, I was reading this. I don't know whatever happened about this. Facts, laws. All right, cheers, Rick. I was reading about this a while ago, and it seems to have disappeared. Jerome Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. Turkey Neck said that he wants to see it. Now, Rick, you're here. Has Jerome Boots Ennis moved up now? Has he vacated that belt and moved up? Or is he still at 147? Because I've heard he's moved up, but I've not seen it legit where he's said that he's moved up. And I thought, with you being the encyclopedia, you know everything about it, about boxing. Later this year at 154. Yeah, he's moved up. Right, so Black saying later this year. Do you mean the fight's later at 154? But Rick saying he has moved up to 1. So he's vacated the belt then. He must have done if he's moved up. Unless he's going to have one fight and then he comes back. I don't know. Fucking boxing's, it's a bit strange these days. So that fight's got to be made then. That fight's got to be made. Because I was listening to Brian Norman Jr. did an interview on, was it Boxing News the other day? Was it Boxing News on YouTube? And Brian Norman Jr. was saying that he's gutted because he wanted to fight Boots, and then Boots has moved up. Rowley being promoted to full champ. Right, okay, so Rowley's the champ then now. Right, yeah, that makes sense now, Black, because they were asking him, would he be interested in fighting Rowley? Because Rowley's name was mentioned, so right, that's why they must have asked him then. That's interesting. I think he beats Rowley though. I think he's a dangerous man. Him, that Brian Norman Jr. I like him, and I like that Hitchens as well. I like him, man. Boots can't make 147 anymore, lads. Right, yeah. So, right, okay. So that means then, with Turkey saying that, that's a cracking fight. That's a great fight. Who would you go for in that fight? Boots or Ortiz? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I might just have to sway towards Ortiz. And it's only because I've followed Ortiz a lot longer than Boots. You see, when tough, bro, yeah, it is Black, yeah. That's a very tough fight, man. Because you see, when I watched Ortiz versus Madrimov, for me, the first 5 rounds, Ortiz looked like he was going to get a good arse whooping, man. He couldn't fucking find him. He couldn't find Madrimov. That Madrimov was dancing around and fucking him up. And then I don't know what changed. Ortiz he closed the gap and he stuck it on Madrimov and he turned the fight around. He's a quality operator, Ortiz. I know he is. I know he's your area, Woods. I know Black, yeah. Ortiz is my Texas guy and I do like Boots, but at 154, yeah. I know Virgil's from your neck of the woods, yeah, Texas. 50-50 Ortiz, Boots, Loz. Yeah, we truly living in a mad world free, fully Romero, Foley roll. Romero is on the verge of becoming a free division champion. That's funny, that. It's fucking mad. Crazy. I tell you what, though, I do like Rowley because he's a great shit talker. He's a good shit talker, Rowley is. And he beat Ryan Garcia up. That was quite fucking impressive, to be fair. I didn't think he was going to beat Ryan Garcia, but he did. But yeah, Boots, I'm going to go. I think I would just, don't know, because Boots looked awesome in his last outing as well. I don't know who'd pick for that. I really don't know. I don't know. It's good. And right, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's anything else I've uploaded. I know, when's this? I'm not interested in Pacquiao versus Barrios. I think that's bullshit. Bam Rodriguez, I'm looking forward to that. That's it. So next week you've got Jack Catterall. The fight what doesn't make sense for me. You've got Jack Catterall versus Harlem Eubank, sorry. Just doesn't make any sense for me. Jack Catterall, a guy who's just interested in hanging around and not pushing for a world title. Why is he fighting Harlem Eubank? I haven't got a fucking clue. But that's on you, Jack. You've wasted 2 years chasing Josh Taylor. You get the fight, and then you go back to just not fighting anyone, not fighting, pushing forward for a world title. So that's next week. I've heard people say, I've never seen Harlem Eubank fight. I've heard people say it's a 50-50 fight. But I've seen plenty of Jack Catterall fights. This is the fight. I'm staying up for this. I'm going to watch this not next week. It's a week after, is it, Rick? Is it the 12th? I think it's the weekend after. I'm going to stay up for this, or I'm going to go to bed, and then get up and watch it. I want to watch this fight. This is an interesting fight for me. I think Berlanga beats him, if I'm honest. Possibly a late stoppage or on points. But I will be rooting for Hamzat Shiraz. I do like Shiraz. But for me, Shiraz needs to loosen up. It's a good fight, man. But I think Berlanga beats him, if I'm honest. Los, Eddie Hearn's new heavyweight fighter, Leo Actong, fighting on the Catterall undercard next week, bro. Right, that's that lad who you were telling me about, wasn't it? Yeah. Yes, Bruce, it is stacked. There's a Cepeda fight as well versus, who's he? Shakur Stevenson. Yes, you were telling me about him the other week, Big Rick. Yeah, I'll look out for that then. Edgar Berlanga fight is the weekend after, bro. Yes. So you got Jack Catterall next week then, and then you got Berlanga and that. It's a stat card. I'm looking forward to that Cepeda Shakuro. People over here call him Shaka Stevenson. I don't know why. Shakur Cepeda next week, the week after, sorry. Get that one, 27 KOs out of 33 fights unbeaten. That's going to be a good ass fight, man. That's a good card, that, Bruce. I'm going to stay up for that. Right, I'm up out of here. It's getting a bit late. Bruce put the night before Berlanga is the women's extra. Yes, Katie Taylor and that. I will, yeah, I'll probably watch that. I did have it uploaded and must have deleted it. Yes, I'll watch that. Is that the Katie Taylor Serrano 3 you're on about, Bruce? Must be. Boxing Monkey, salute to you. He's put, hey, Loz, hope you're well, mate. On holiday in Vietnam at 5 a.m. trying to find the bars showing this fight card. Oh, get in, man. Enjoy your time. I'd fucking love go Vietnam. I'd love go somewhere like that, South Asia. Enjoy your holiday, mate. Salute to you, my good Aussie brother. Bruce Gass, salute to you, OG. Woman's card, yeah. Big Rick from across the pond, salute to you. Black Star, salute, my good man. Londoner, salute to you, brother. Triple Knee, James Jameson, Crazy Mofo. Bright Star, salute. Dave, Wizard Sleeve, Tavara. Hope we all have a cracking weekend. I'm up out of here anyway. And it's red hot in this room. I feel like I'm going to pass out. Salute to you all and enjoy your week, and I'll see you in the week. Peace out.